The name of the movie is World War Z and stars Brad Pitt. And Brad Pitt is playing a UN investigator who basically either has to make a decision to save his family or battle a worldwide epidemic. Jerry Lane is a family guy. He's with his family, and you understand that he used to work in these places where crises exist, but now he sort of retreated more to focus on his family and live a more normal life. And as the outbreak occurs, he's getting contacted by his former employer, his former boss, and been asked to help and ultimately find the root of where it all began. It was really important for me to structure the entire movie around Brad's point of view, that we experience everything out of his point of view, and he's, because also understanding the glimpses he sees, the little signs he observes, which then sort of start his journey and the way he knows how to save his family and get them out of a situation nobody else would be able to get out of. Decision he makes in very key moments, sort of, which are not in a sense heroic, but they're some more sense like instinctive, and it's more like sort of the anti-hero, the person who Jerry Lane is not your typical hero. He doesn't really want to be that, and he is not. But at the same time, that makes him even a bigger hero because instinctively he always does the right things. One of the things Jerry keeps saying in the movie, and it comes up a couple of times, basically that we need to keep moving. Movement is life. And I like that phrase a lot, movement is life. To work with Brad is incredible because Brad is he's the star of the film, and he's also the producer, and he's a true artist, and he's someone who has an impeccable taste, and you can see this through his filmography, the projects he chose as an actor, and the work he has done, and he's such a sublime and interesting actor, and we both of us have never done anything like this, and for both of us this was a challenge. And and in that sense, it was a challenge we both had to rise to the occasion and work through this genre which we both weren't familiar with, but still create something fresh and new. The family is so important because ultimately the one of the most important decisions in the film is based on if he either stays with his family and protects them, or he basically tries to save the world. It's sort of like this moment where the hero has to make a decision, and ultimately he's forced to obviously go on this journey and save the world, and in the same time to protect his family. When they get to the ship sort of represents the remnants of the UN, and we meet Jerry's former boss there as well, Terry. And Terry is a guy he worked with for many years, and we basically understand there, or get a briefing of in what kind of state the country is. We understand and we learn that the president is dead, and that and what are the stakes of the movie and what we are up against, and we understand the projections if this continues, that it could mean the end of humanity in a certain number of days. I see it. This is a big summer blockbuster, and you're on a ride, and you go on this ride and this journey that's going to be fun. And the thing is, the suspense comes from this could happen today in reality, that you're in a very real situation, but at the same time you go onto this journey that takes you to to these extreme places, and it's just this incredible big global ride, which I think will find global appeal because like everybody in one or another way can relate to it. I think it's a perfect summer movie because you have, like, on one hand you have this actor, which Brad Pitt plays, you can connect with. On the other hand, you have this global kind of epidemic that happens. He's up against. So I think it has all the elements for the perfect entertainment.